All right, so today is the much anticipated roof raise day. I have a buddy who's supposed to be coming over to help, along with maybe my future son-in-law, and my daughter's here to help me. So, although I probably could do this solo if I had to. So anyway, what I'm doing right now is I'm drilling 5/16 holes on the old hat channel that I'll later plug weld after we put hat channel caps on. All right, so you see I've marked, doing the math for the 48-inch hat channel caps. This line represents where the cap will go. This line represents the cut line, and this is the other end of where the hat channel cap will go once it's fully raised. Those are 21 inches apart. Hat channel cap is 48 inches long. It means the total roof raise is 27 inches. I am having an internal debate. That's the maximum height for a 60-inch sheet of metal in this bus. You know, if I'm allowing enough overlap to easily seal the sheet metal to the old rivet holes. But anyhow, having a bit of an internal debate about whether 27 inches is too much. I may scale it back to 24. That's why I drilled this plug hole a little bit lower from this line. That's a hole that later gets plug welded from the outside of the bus in, so I don't have to do any grinding. I got 4 of those on each. Today these will have bolts going through the side, 4 of them per hat channel, when we finish the raise. So the only thing to debate on is really how high I'm actually going to raise this. I think I'm going to take it up to 27 inches, get a visual, maybe even take some measurements of the height to make sure that I believe it's no more than 12 feet 9. I definitely want to leave at least 9 inches on the roof for solar and other things before I hit the maximum height for certain states. Also, I'm worried about wind load if I go too tall. Of course, another 3 inches probably isn't that severe. I'm definitely not raising it any less than 24 because of our platform floors we're going to be building. This part here's got me a little bit in a conundrum about where I want to cut this. I think I'm going to cut it right in here, and that way I don't have much of this metal here to cut. Just slot it down there, and these rivets, a couple of them need to be drilled out or grinded out from the outside before we raise here today. That one's simple enough. I can see that if I cut it there, everything will separate. And then over the driver door, I think I'm going to take this support out, just cut out the welds, and that'll let me see better what I'm doing. Or I could cut it in similar places up here above that and get those rivets out from the outside. So a little bit, tiny bit of prep work to do here. And then we'll have this pretty well situated. The front beams will be cut there. There's 2 of them. Everything will split apart at that point. And then at the back of the bus, I intend to cut pretty much flush with the back deck under where the window was removed. So that's the plan. This is my buddy Mike. Let him do some cutting.
Pretty straight, Larry, not too bad.
All right. Oh, you already got that. Okay, that was fast.
Yeah, I gotta just go from the inside.
Yeah, go from the inside.
I don't think I can get any closer around
Yeah,
here.
I wouldn't bother. Just go from the inside. Cut the other side from the outside, then do the inside.
You wanna go ham it?
All right, nicely done.
Indiana Mets and the Temple of Bus. Let's go, baby. Show me some spark. Freeman.
All right, so Mike and I have got the bus cut. As far as we know, 100% of it's ready to be lifted.
That's holding the roof on from landing on us is Larry's
Some
little
thin
dent
sheet
in
metal and my shitty welding. That's all that's holding the roof on. So anyway, say a prayer for us. We're about to lift the sucker. And
Let's go, babies. It's time.
we'll get her up there.
Get her up.
All right, so notice the nice air gap here. The roof is split at this point all the way around. Nobody's dead. So we're doing great.
No OSHA violations.
Well, about
OSHA violations.
Yeah.
No, 370 OSHA violations.
Hey, now, don't admit guilt on camera.
All right, what are you doing about it?
Keeping at it.
Inches at a time?
We're gonna go the full raise of the jack at this point.
Okay.
Okay, so Madeline's videotaping the process here. So I'm gonna back off this jack and get it straightened out a bit. Alright, so that's even now.
Look at that.
Especially if you're
Look at that
awesome.
smile.
especially if you're going to raise the floor.
Got all the nuts
$300
down?
soundbar.
All the nuts are down? Okay, let's pop this back down. Is that one fully extended? Yep. So what we're gonna do now is pop these back down and get some cinder blocks. Put them under the
Ooh, she a little shaky.
That's gonna happen in the wind until we get the stuff on it. It'll stiffen up real good once we put the cross.
Is this the last time you're gonna mow more cinder blocks?
Close. We might have to let the tension off this back corner now at one point.
Explain what you're doing here.
Well, I had this tightened up on the bottom so that we could even out. It was going side to side. So right now I'm letting that back out. These are our safety mechanism and support mechanism when we move the jacks.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Good. Times. Slowly. Okay, now got it. Now, you do that one, and I'll do this one. We'll come up and just thread your threads as you go.
How much?
All right, so now my roof is levitating. Mike's had all the fun he could stand for one day. There was blood.
Before you finish it, I would do corners.
Yeah, I'll get the corners. Front, there. And then I'm probably going to put 6 more in before I leave.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, it is secure. We've got the threads in place, and then we got 4 bolts in this hat channel cap here. I know this looks super tall, but with the platform floors in here, it should be about right. By my calculation, outside it should be 12 foot 9 inches. Hope I'm right. If it's 13.6, I might be upset. Thanks, Mike. Okay, so the roof is supported in about 8 places. So we're calling it quits for today. I'm exhausted. That was about 12 hours of work. Something like that. Maybe not quite, but
10, 11 hours.
at least 11 hours of work. So anyhow, the roof is raised. Just gotta work on supports and sheet metal at this point. My phone's about to die, so that's why the flicker. Until next time.